I would say that's one of the biggest problems with the field in early intervention. We don't have a lot of common lingo. So there was a paper that I gave you guys to reference, the operational definitions of coaching strategies. And that is probably the most widely referred to for like definitions and shared language for coaching strategies, but still majority of people in EI will not know about this paper or these coaching strategies. So that can be a problem because someone will think they're coaching, but really they're modeling something for the parent without ever getting the parent to practice or to reflect on it or to problem solve. They're just watching, right? That's not going to be shared lingo. And that's why you end up with a lot of people who really do think, oh yeah, I do coaching. They don't really know exactly like, well, are we all talking about the same thing? But the reality is also just because you know not to bring in a puzzle or not to exclude the parent or to observe and point out strengths doesn't mean that parent is also on board, right? So sometimes the parent is like, I had 3 other kids in early intervention and the therapist came in and I went and answered emails, right? So it takes a lot more for the provider. And just from my own experience, I was trained in family guided routines-based intervention from an icon in the field directly, who I still work with. And when I left grad school and I was so ambitious and eager, I brought a toy bag into people's homes for like 7 years because that's the way everyone did it in California. And if I didn't, the parents would call the regional center and say, can you bring somebody else? She does it like I'm supposed to do it. And she wants me to be involved. And so it was very complicated. And then I had my own kids and I was like, this isn't how kids learn, like 1 hour a week with Mr. Potato Head. Right. And so that's where all my passion for this stuff came from. I was like, hang on, how do adults learn? How do kids learn? How are we going to support families best? I want you guys to be so aware of like the reality in the field. Isn't this like easy? Oh, just go in and it's just going to work so easy, because it is hard. But when you do it and you get it down and you build those partnerships, it works amazing to see those caregivers be the catalysts for change for their children. Just knowing that peer-to-peer learning is a real thing. People do join those. I've been on a lot of communities of practice where it's like, oh, here's a passion project, or I want to change the law about standardized testing and early intervention. People will form a community of practice and you'll participate in it and things will happen or change. So I started a community of practice that is called Coach to Coach. And it's literally this. We review videos of home visits. We talk about them. The provider shares the video. And now it's about to, in 2023, we'll have our 4th year. And we've had over 600 early intervention providers participate from across 4 different continents. So those communities of practice, there is a need for them. People want to like see home visits, practice, talk through it, have support. And when you're doing early intervention, a lot of people say it feels isolating because you're just in your car a lot of times going house to house. I'm not a researcher, so I don't have as much interest in saying everyone's doing it exactly the same. I'm looking more at my practice-based data. Is the child making outcomes, right? That's what I want to see. And if that's happening, then I feel good about what I'm doing.